Hi, and welcome into our first talk as we go and talk about how do we actually produce the fuel we need to move. And before we get into anything else, we need to talk about this thing, which is ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. What this is for you, because we could spend a lot of time going into the chemical compound of this, but we won't, is this is the molecule that does everything for you. Basically what we have is we have a protein here, adenine, attached to a sugar called ribose. And those two for us we can ignore for our case. What I care about are these groups, which is phosphate group 1, again P is phosphate, group 2, and group 3, hence the T, the triphosphate, which means 3. What we have here, which is really important for us, let me partially erase that, phosphate, is the bonds between these phosphates and the O right here, which again is oxygen. This bond contains a lot of power, and as we break those bonds and we break these phosphate groups off, it means that we can use that release to actually fuel things like contracting a muscle or like having a neuron fire or tons of things. So basically all ATP is just like the gasoline for our car. We have to get it in that form for the car to run. And for us and on our body, our gasoline is stored in these 3 bonds right here. So as I go and use them, I can break off one bond, which means that if it just has 2, it's ADP, diphosphate, so 2. I could, in theory, break off 2 of those groups, and then that makes it a MP, or monophosphate. Again, all 3 is ATP here. And every time I break off a bond, I release power that's stored there that I can use to do things. So that's it. That's the entire mystery of ATP. For the next few, we'll explore how this stuff is made and how that ties into the food we eat.